Feeling tired isn't always a sign that something is wrong. Sometimes it shows up even when sleep is consistent, routines are stable, and habits are generally healthy. It doesn't arrive all at once. It settles in gradually as a low level of energy that never quite clears. This kind of tiredness can be confusing, especially when effort doesn't seem to change how the body feels. In many cases, the cause isn't a single habit. It's a series of small, everyday influences that tend to go unnoticed. Number 1. Mental effort often continues long after the body has stopped moving. The brain uses a surprising amount of energy, even when the body is still. Switching between tasks, messages, and screens keeps attention gently activated throughout the day. The mind stays alert longer than it needs to. This doesn't always feel like stress. It often shows up as mental heaviness, slower thinking, or reduced motivation. Because there's no physical effort involved, this kind of fatigue is easy to miss. Number 2. The spaces people spend time in quietly influence how alert they feel. Energy is shaped by surroundings more than many people realize. Artificial lighting, background noise, and limited airflow place small demands on the nervous system. None of these stand out on their own. But when exposure lasts for long periods, energy levels gradually decline. Indoor spaces matter here. Many people spend most of their day in environments with little variation in light, temperature, or movement. The body adjusts over time, and that process quietly uses energy. Number 3. Repeating the same routines without pause can gradually reduce energy. Consistency is often helpful, but repetition without recovery can become draining. Structured schedules, regular workouts, and productivity-focused routines all take effort to maintain. When there's little variation or true downtime, fatigue can build quietly. Recovery isn't simply the absence of activity. It depends on whether systems are given space to reset. Without that reset, tiredness tends to linger. Number 4. Time spent asleep doesn't always translate into real recovery. Time spent asleep doesn't always reflect how restorative sleep actually is. Light exposure in the evening, room temperature, irregular timing, and mental stimulation can all reduce sleep depth. The body may remain in lighter stages of sleep for longer periods. This often leads to the idea that more sleep is needed, when the real issue is quality and continuity. Number 5. Energy levels don't always keep pace with effort. Expectations play a role as well. Effort often comes with the assumption that results will follow quickly. When that doesn't happen, energy can drop in subtle ways. The gap between what's being done and what's being felt can become tiring on its own. Not because something is wrong, but because adjustment takes time. In this context, fatigue isn't a setback. It's part of a process that hasn't finished yet. Number 6. Fatigue often builds through accumulation, not through failure. Persistent tiredness is rarely caused by one major mistake. More often, it reflects accumulation. Small inefficiencies, minor stressors, subtle demands that don't draw attention but still use energy. Each one seems minor by itself. Taken together, they influence how the body feels from day to day. Understanding fatigue at this level shifts the focus away from fixing. It becomes less about adding more habits and more about noticing what quietly takes energy away. Sometimes, awareness itself is the beginning of change. If this video was useful, liking it helps the channel reach more people. Subscribing is a simple way to keep learning about everyday topics worth knowing. Comments are always welcome, especially if one of these points stood out to you. Thanks for watching. Until next time.